Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. I'm Smallcombe, Chairman. I will guide you through the agenda. I will also do it with the assistance of the leadership team. Leadership team will be outstanding.
Hello everybody, Jane Mallion, Membership Committee Chairman.
Before we go, education coordinator.
Good morning, I'm Scott. I'm your meeting secretary, and of course, a handsome face, my chap.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Terry, Associate your membership of McCrossy.
Morning, I'm Paul Corrigan. I'm your social secretary.
Thank you. And Jane, if you just call yourself plain chair.
Chair, can I just, as opposed to chairman?
Yes.
Don't you like chairman?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yes.
Right. Firstly, may I introduce you all to Danny Moody, who is here. Welcome, Danny.
Hello.
Meeting. That gives leads us into the meeting itself. And as always, we've got the performance lead, Scott.
Yes. Okay, so 1 week recorded so far in December. While reaching out the league. Danny, for your benefit, we keep a league of us all scoring points for doing different things, points for turning up, points for giving or sharing business opportunities, points for converting those opportunities into done business, points for going out having a beer or a lunch together. Lots of different ways to score different amounts of points. And target being 88 points per member per month as a goal. Top 3 positions so far then, 1 week in, 69 points. That's Stuart Smallcombe in third place. Stuart, 78 points for John Hammond in second. That shock look off your face. Well done. Current leader, 87 points, so 1 off the month in week 1. Congratulations to me.
What's the other name for that?
Fiction.
No. You said it's the league team. Is there another name for it? That's the one, yes. Thank you.
No. It's bingo. You've got to pause.
Right. All right. Let us move on. The education presentation is next.
Thank you very much. Well, hot off the plane and straight here as well, so I'm very impressed. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning for her. We have the lovely Auntie Jane.
Thank you. If I go, wait now. Has anybody not got a bingo card? Thank you. Has anybody not got a pen? Or, as they're officially known,
Shout.
Thank
you.
Anymore. So we are going to play bingo, and we're looking for an X shape. I need you to do corner to corner, corner to corner, and we won't shout house. We'll shout Callcott Hall or something. See how we go. So cross it off when I shout it out, and we'll see who the winner is. You did it wrong and you're disqualified. You thought you were playing a different game. Do you need another card?
Yes.
So number 1, I'm shouting out Sharon, who is our wonderful lady here, makes us teas and coffees, remembers everything. We love Sharon, a very important part of an EBF meeting. Yeah, because it's part of the meeting and making you feel welcome. We love that. How about Chairman's blog? Adrian does a blog after each meeting.
Adrian?
Sorry, darling. Anyway, 2:15 in the morning.
Yes.
So sorry, yes. And so we have a record and a video record too after every meeting. It's fantastic. So cross it off if you've got that. podcasts. So Paul over here does a series of podcasts with each of us in turn, and they're really good fun and interesting. Thank you so much, Paul, for that. Synergy. So 3 times a month we have extra meetings that you can attend if you wish, and it's all to do with improving our networking and our skills as networkers. Right, marvellous. Anybody close to a line yet? No? The diagram, yes? All right, keep going. Education slot, that's this bit right now. Some are better than this. The words in correct order, but there we are. Take what you could get on a day like today. Friendship. Oh, looking at them. Well, how are you doing? No good.
Jane, can I be clear? Is it purely diagonal ones?
Yes, I was thinking we go for the X Factor.
Yeah.
But you might as well mark them as you go. But I'm looking for the X Factor. Yes, friendship, and most of us have marvellous friendships here. We won't talk about the ones you don't. No, I'm teasing. Leaders Board, which is what we've had read out. What have you got?
I can't remember what to say. Bingo.
No, you've got to have it. It's not.
I've got this.
Minus 100 points.
No, I've got diagonal.
All right, keep going.
Yeah.
Yes. Business. Ultimately, that is what we're here for. The other stuff's marvellous, and Sharon's my favourite. But business is what we're here for. So, anybody close to a no?
Yeah.
Yes. Visitors. We have Danny today. No.
You just made one diagonal, right?
No, 2.
Oh, all right.
Oh, but you know, I'm so pleased
yeah.
you're joining in. You still get a prize. It's my famous chocolate brownie.
Excuse me.
My quiz, my rules. How about reliability? Because we love it when people turn up on a regular basis, even when they're in Canada. Anybody else? Yes. So then we've got members. We're nothing without members. And each and every one of you is fabulously important. 10-minute presentation. That's what I've got Stuart's doing today. An opportunity for us to each hear a bit more about each other. How are we doing? Sociable.
One more.
Oh. Should I say, okay, ready?
After the meetings.
No.
I was about to say, they are weak.
Have you got enough brownies?
2 more brownies. Well, they definitely.
Sorry, excuse me.
Can I not see you next?
Excuse me, sorry. Cold Cock Hall or something?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jane.
You're welcome.
And yours done. No, but I think we might got 2 left. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we are.
Yeah.
Jane, thank you very much indeed for a very entertaining visual presentation. Right. Next item on the agenda are membership matters. Terry, do you have anything to report to us? Right. That is a sign for me to actually get up off my mirror and address you further. We're approaching the 60-second round. Your chance in 60 seconds to advertise your business before us. Tell us what you want, tell us who you're looking for. Ben is our timekeeper. After 50 seconds, you'll hear, and after 60, when you hear the double bell, wind up and sit down if you haven't done so already. The Oscar is the preserve of Mr. Smallcombe over there. He will be listening out carefully and will make the award at the end of the round.
I'll listen very carefully and give it to Paul or Matt.
Yeah. Okay, so Paul will. Sorry, not Paul, that's who you're going to give it to, isn't it? Stuart.
Come on, Adrian, put it together.
Right. Violence. Right. So Stuart will go first. He'll be followed by Toby. Let's get the round underway. Stuart.
Good morning, everybody. Stuart from Networks. So I've got my 10 minutes later, not with me, so I'll go into things a bit deeper. But just for now, I just wanted to remind people one of the key things that we offer and what we're going to be talking about a little bit later is about the quality of your internet service. Okay, I'm looking for businesses that are struggling with their internet service, that are looking to beef their supply up. There's still many businesses that are struggling with poor internet, and it really can be a noose around their neck. It's a really easy problem to solve. So just for now, we'll go into it in more detail later, but for now, Stuart's there. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. Toby, you're next, and you're followed by Paul Corrigan.
Morning, everybody. Danny's Benefit. I'm a personal business mentor. Last week I spoke about reviewing the past year and taking the learnings forward to 2026. Other things that we need to do for next year is actually planning our year. I'm a big fan, as you know, of talk about work-life balance or life-work balance. Let's get the priority right. So we need to plan our year ahead. So we need to, everybody, get out your calendars when you get home or at some point before the end of the year. First thing you put in your calendar is your holiday and your family time. That's the first thing that has to go in there. Then you put in there the time to do the things that you want to do, whatever that is, whether that's playing airsoft, rugby, whatever it is that you like doing. Then you put in your personal and your business development time. That includes this here. Make sure that's in your diary every week, every Thursday, which is Thursday, isn't it? And then the last thing you put in your diary is all the time that you're going to spend putting your business to fund all of your life. So get your life work balance in order. It's Toby Axon, pole position, getting your business on track and putting you in a winning position.
Thank you, Toby. In addition, thank you for reminding us all if we haven't got diaries for next year to get them. Yeah, fine. Next, Paul Corrigan, followed by Glory. All right.
Morning, I'm Paul Corrigan from Solitaire Plumbing and Heating. This morning I'm going to ask for your help, if that's all right. This week we've had some trolls giving us 1-star reviews on Google. We've never worked for them before. I've got a feeling I know who it is. I've got a feeling. But yeah, there's no Toby. But if we've ever worked for you, if we've ever worked for any relatives, friends of yours, and we've done a good job, I would really appreciate a genuine review on Google rather than these fake ones that are going on at the moment. Just cancel out these bloody trolls that give us 1-star reviews at the moment. Yes. But anyway, thanks very much for listening. I hope you have a good week.
Yeah, worried about no tea last week.
No, but I will do.
Yeah, I will, yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. Cool. Cheers, bro.
Right, Corey, nice to see you back. You're followed by Max.
Hello everyone, Corey White here from Mine and Mine Removals and Storage. I would say these last couple of months have been really good for the business. What we're looking for this Christmas and going into New Year's, if anyone is moving a three bed house and a flat, we know to come to. At the moment we have like 36 to 40 5-star reviews because of how we actually do our work. So if you know anybody that wants to actually genuinely have a good experience in a removal from start to finish, they can call on us.
Thanks, Corey. Matt, you're next, and you're followed by Clara.
Good morning everyone, Matt Barry from Blue Cell. Following on from Toby, the other thing you need to add in is your monthly or weekend check-in with your brand and marketing consultant. So thinking ahead to next year, thinking ahead to your budget, because that's going to come round in terms of your financial years and what you're going to plan. That's the sort of stuff that we can help with in terms of planning your marketing strategy around your brand, your business, your services, and trying to think and push on for the next year to meet your goals. So If you would like us to come and discuss how we can implement an overarching marketing strategy so that you've got it all there, and also how to help facilitate it, or to help you with advice, tools that you can do it, because that's what it's all about, then please do get in touch with me. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Matt. Clara, you're followed by Sarah.
Clara Downton, Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. So I wanted to kind of give a little bit of a kind of tale that illustrates quite interesting sort of point. I had a call from a client and she said, I hate my employer, they've decided to implement redundancies at this time. She's like, I'm really not happy, but you've just done my product transfer with my existing lender, so what do I do? And I said, it's fine. Your existing lender doesn't mind. It doesn't matter about your affordability. So we don't have to do anything. You can still have that new rate. You can still continue your mortgage. Don't panic. And honestly, her level of stress in that one phone call went down immeasurably. So it's just a reminder, sort of, if people are panicking and you're speaking to someone and they're like, oh, what am I going to do? There is usually options out there, even if it is just staying put. So, if you know somebody who's panicking, put them in touch. More than happy to just have a chat, reassure them of what their options might be, and hopefully they can have a happy Christmas. So that's me, Clara Downton Mortgages and Financial Services.
Sarah, you're followed by Mike.
Good morning, everybody. Sarah from Warburton Assistance Services. I help small business owners free up time to do what really matters. So this week I've had the privilege of being exceptionally busy, and the first casualty for me was exercise, which is obviously really good for my mental and physical health. So I really get it, the work-life balance or the life-work balance. It's not much of a balance, especially at this time of year. One of the reasons for that is the socials that we all get to go to and meet new people, or people that you don't know very well. So this week I'm here to talk to you about the ones who, where you might talk about what you're doing or how you work, and if people are overly busy or they say they're overwhelmed or their assistance situation is a bit hit and miss, I can help with that. I've got my support team helping me. So if anybody wants to talk to me about helping them out throughout the year, not just this time of year, but anybody that you come across, let me know. That's Sarah Smith from Warburton Assistance Services.
Thank you, Sarah. Mike, you're next, and you're followed by Ben.
Morning everyone, for Danny, I'm a photographer and videographer for commercial event stuff. This might get grown, I don't know if it's too early, but I'm going to talk about Christmas. No, it's getting to the last stages now. I've still got some days free coming up to before Christmas and New Year's. And if anyone's got Christmas parties, Christmas events booked in, looking for a photographer, things like that, it's perfect if you're doing things like client or customer-based awards and you want a photographer there to get pictures of it. You can go up in the internal magazines for LinkedIn and just to go in, nice fun pictures to go in the office. Also looking for venues and events that are doing Christmas parties because they can use those photos and video for their marketing next year rather than trying to set up fake Christmas parties and always like what people are doing. So if you have anyone talking about their big Christmas do that they're going to, ask if they've got a photographer booked for it yet, and if not, please give them my number. It's Michael Blackwood's Media. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for mentioning it to EBS. I think that. Ben, you're next, and you're followed by Catherine.
Good morning, guys. Ben Golden from Utility Warehouse, and I help people to save money on their essential household utilities. Now, on top of that, help people to earn an extra income by recommending the services. Just like last week when I was in hospital, I was having a little chat with the nurse that was doing my procedure, and she was a little bit worried that although she was working a lot of hours, she didn't have enough coming in to cover her outgoings. So we worked out, just by helping 2 of her friends a month, she could be earning enough to cover all of her costs. So I'm looking to speak with people that maybe have too much month left at the end of the money, or they're feeling that little bit of a pinch that can help them to earn an extra income by helping their friends, family, neighbours and colleagues to save money with the UK's cheapest, most trusted and most recommended utility company, especially those in the NHS. That's Ben Golding, Utility Warehouse.
Thank you, Ben.
1 minute.
Well done. I'm sending round the business card box, which I neglected to do at the beginning of the second round. And Stanley, if you want to send round your cards, please, we'll be happy to take one. Right, sorry for the interruption, but let's got that underway. Catherine, Catherine, you're next, and you're followed by the colleague.
Morning everyone, Catherine Foley, English Tutor Plus and English Writer Plus. As you know, I am not a great fan of AI. However, despite my fierce opposition to aspects of it, I've had to accept that I can't ignore it if I wanted to recognise my business online. So this week I followed Scott's advice and completed the AI information required to help AI answer questions about English Tutor Plus. Despite the fact that I know all about English Tutor Plus, it took me 3 hours. So, it seems I found an opportunity to offer a writing service that AI cannot take away from me. Ironically, you do need a human writer to give AI the information to recognise you. So if you want to ask Scott to add this onto your website, but don't have the time to give him like 3 hours to do it, then why not let me do it for you? So you can tell me all the basic information you want to include, maybe in a one-to-one, and then using your website, I can put that information into the right format, give it to Scott, or you give it back to you, and you can go on your website very easily and very quickly. So that's why I'm offering you this week. Please get in touch if I can.
Brilliant idea. Yeah.
Your idea.
Very opportune. Well done. Yeah. Blake, you're next, and you're followed by John.
Morning, everyone. So you're getting 2 AIs in one go. AI, the world of AI at the moment moving really quickly. A lot of new AI popping up. From anything from coding all the way up to business efficiency. Every day it seems like something new is popping up and coming to fruition. Trying to keep on top of it is quite a fun task. It's been quite interesting. At the moment, I'm focusing on time efficiency for quoting, sorting out emails. So if anyone has that issue where they've got too many emails in their inbox and would like an AI to go through it and try and sort it out, point them in my direction. Also, if people are spending too long quoting, regenerating templates for documents that they use a lot, put them in my direction, which I can see everything else well. Thank you very much. Great.
Thank you very much, Blake. John, you're by
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hammond from JMA Technology, and we specialise in all your electronic security needs. And we pride ourselves on doing it right, doing it right first time. So on Tuesday, it surprised me when we got a service call from Manchester. We'd only just installed it, and the client said half of it's failed. So we shut up there yesterday, drove all the way to Manchester, 4 hours, got there. The comms room is 62 degrees. There's no aircon in there, no nothing. The whole system is baking. The computers are shut down because it's 62. That's hotter than the desert. Now we'd said this to the client at the beginning that they needed ventilation in there. So we've explained to them again, it ain't going to work with no ventilation. So they have to watch the door open temporarily. So it wasn't our fault. It wasn't a bad installation, it's just too hot. So we were fine, we did it right first time. And we're going to get paid for the service. So that's John Hammond from JMX Technology, Applied Technology and Security.
You could go into doorstop, couldn't you? Yeah. Right, thanks, John. Leanne, you're followed
At Manchester.
Good morning, everybody. Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors. Now, I help busy professionals give back some of their time to spend with family and doing fun things that they like. Now, I want to ask a favour over Christmas. I want to listen out to people moaning about their home, or even thinking, "Do you know what, I'm going to revamp my home or room next year." It's not necessarily book me as a full consultation, because next year I'm actually doing a design masterclass. So it'll be a few hours with people, helping them, asking them questions, showing them the processes that I use, the thoughts I use when designing the space, so that they can leave there feeling confident in their choices designing, and give them hopefully a list of things that they need to do. So if you do hear anybody over Christmas complaining or saying that they're going to redecorate, please think of me and mention my masterclass. There's no date or anything yet, but details will be sent out in the new year. So please do mention me. Thank you. Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors.
Thank you, Leanne. Terry, you're followed by Scott.
Yeah, thanks, Aidan. Good morning, everybody. Terry May from CM Law. For the benefit of Danny, I sue anyone for almost anything. The all questions I don't get to see. Following on from last week, I had a judicial mediation on Friday, in which the claimant who brought a claim for £250,000 against my client, the employer, for 3 months' employment, trying to persuade the judge that we should have judicial mediation. Of course he was. He wanted to shove us into the judicial and try and get some money out of us. Anyway, luckily enough, the judge was very much on my side and said to the man he might like to go away and rethink his expectations. So I think that was quite successful. The man has gone away and thought about his expectations and is now lowering the expectations, probably still not low enough for us to mediate, but you never know. So if you know any employers who are in a position where they've got employees bringing claims, they're trying to force them into a mediation, they're not happy about it, you know where to send them my details, I'll be delighted to talk to them. And if it's right, we'll mediate, if it's not, we won't. Terry Mayling, CM Law.
Thank you, Terry. Scott, you're followed by Dave.
Yes, well, good morning. Looking ahead for 26, I thought I'd talk to you about some things that are becoming more and more important to be included on your websites. The thing I'd like to include is a thing called scheme. And do you know what? If you include it, you won't see it. It's hidden code that lives on your site that is not designed for humans at all. But what it's designed to do is to explain the content on your pages to Google, to bots. It's no good anymore sticking up a page called team and showing everybody your staff and all their key positions without actually explaining that this bit of text is a person. And this line here, that's the person's name, this is their job description, this is their email, and this block here, that's a photograph of that person. You have to explain everything. If you've got how-tos or recipes or instructional guides and things like that on your site, you have to just apply this bit of text is this bit of text is that, helping the machine understand what the words are on your page. And that's really important as we move into 26 to get that working for you for success. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, Scott. Right, next up is Dave, and he's followed by Jay.
Good morning, everybody. Dave from Electrical. Just really want to remind you this week what we do. We do rewires, installations for new builds, new sockets, extra lights, that sort of stuff. Car chargers, so there's still some grants available from the government for commercial car chargers. Do consumer units, we do latest surge protection, RCV protection on those. Testing for home buyers, commercial testing, industrial testing, emergency lighting, all that sort of stuff. And do battery storage as well. But this week in particular, obviously these dark nights and that, anybody's got any broken security lighting, external light that doesn't work, then please give me a call or we'll come round and hopefully get it all up and running before Christmas for you. So yeah, it's Dave from Electrical. Thank you.
Jay, you're followed by podcast Paul.
Thank you very much. It's last orders. Last orders for the English Green Tea Company delivering your deliciousness. I brought along some chocolate brownies today. This one is a chocolate brownie tree. Don't let me drop it. And we have smaller ones, but we obviously do all sorts of hampers and gifts, traditional, non-traditional. Anyway, please don't leave it any longer. Let us know how we can help you. Brownies are particularly popular at this time of year. And I remember back when we got the Guinness World Record some years ago for the largest tea party in the world. And on the morning of, somebody rang me up and went, Jane, I wondered if you'd like me to bring a shed load of brownies with me. And I went, well, that's incredibly kind, but actually we've got all the cakes and the food and the scones already prepared. She went, no, brownies, little girls. And in fact they did. She came up with a coachload, all wearing tiaras, gloves and dresses, and it was charming. Anyway, not for that kind of brownie, this kind.
Thank you, Jane.
You're welcome.
You're followed by me, who's followed by Paul.
Good morning, everyone. Paul DeLue from Essex Celebrants. We help you commemorate and celebrate life's important milestone. I received a card in the post this week. It's not that unusual this time of year. I'm going to read it to you. Dear Paul, we'd like to thank you for the wonderful service you gave our mum Pauline. You captured mum's life perfectly. We received so many positive comments on how beautiful the service was. We appreciated your warmth, compassion, guidance and professionalism throughout the proceedings. We would have great pleasure in recommending your service to others. Thank you, love from Eamon, Cheryl, Kerry, and Roy. So, if you know somebody that loses somebody, particularly at this difficult time of year, and would benefit from having somebody with warmth, compassion, guidance, and professionalism to help them through that time, then I'd be delighted to be introduced to them. Paul DeLu, Essex Celebrants, helping you celebrate and commemorate life's important milestones. Thank you.
Thank you. Aidan Squire from TM Law. This week I had a client who thought he had a licence for commercial property that could be terminated on 6 months' notice. It had exclusive possession, there was a provision to sublet, and they'd been in there for 9 months. If it looks like a lease, it probably is a lease. And if it doesn't exclude the Landlord and Tenant Act, you can't give that notice. So he thought he got a licence, he didn't have a licence, and if it had come to me, he would have had it right. If you're letting out property and you want a fixed term, you've got to produce a lease of some sort that excludes the Landlord and Tenant Act. So, get them to come to me. Any landlord shouldn't be doing it on their own. There are lots of man traps. Great Squad, TM Law, Paul.
Paul Booth from Booth & Co. Chartered Central Accountants based in Brentwood, doing lots of tax returns at the moment, lots of tax advice, and our most recent client is head of a global accountancy body. Used to be with PwC sort of 5 or 6 years ago, but has come to us for some advice. So looking for high-end tax clients. Sometimes they might just be employed. That's Paul Booth from Booth & Co. in Nice Tax. That's Paul Booth.
Thank you, Paul. Right, Stuart. Hope you've been listening. I beg your pardon, Stuart. Sit down. Because that's the members, but I knew Danny Danny, go for it.
Okay, so Danny Moody, I'm a chartered security professional and registered independent security consultant. I've been the managing director of Brook Protective Security Solutions for the last 6 years, approaching 25 years in the industry. And we offer clients independent security consultancy advice. We support them in projects. We often act as a layer for SMEs who might not be able to afford a full-time head of security. So we often fill that niche as well. And through recent expansion, we've also got a network of security specialists who deliver services such as cyber security, technical surveillance, countermeasures, intelligence reporting. Probably best to take a look at the website. You've got a card, it's 60 seconds, I can't really do it justice, but work for some really big organisations, Royal Opera House, St George's Hospital, whole range of corporate organisations in London. Just completing a survey for Royal College of Nursing, but have a look on the website. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Come back next week, please more. All right.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, Stuart. Give it to us.
Yeah. You just drop that and it and we want it.
Oh, funny, that's what it is. Yes, very good. Most of them. Honourable mentions to Paul DeLu, Terry, Leanne, and Sarah. I'm going to give it to Catherine. I thought embracing something that you hate, as you do with AI, actually turning around and using it to advantage, turning it to a service you can provide for your clients, is always excellent.
Oh, thank you very much. AI has got me something.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Stuart. May I commend you for willing to get off your arse and...
Couldn't have got any further away.
Well done, Catherine. Thank you. Okay, that is the end of the 60-second round, and so we move on. Moving on inevitably means the meeting secretary's report. So, Scott.
Yes, okie dokie. Meeting secretary's report, just a couple of announcements today. Normally at the start of a meeting, Aidan would stand up and announce upcoming birthdays. So I feel like it's probably my job to do that today, because the upcoming birthday, of course, is Anna's. So congratulations to you. Your birthday for tomorrow. Sunday, of course, is also Paul Cottiple's birthday. So happy birthday to you, my friend. Well done on that point. Money's recorded today with just over £10,000 worth of business passed around on the green slips and just shy of a dozen referral opportunities passed. Last week we did £18,000 worth of business. We all kind of slow down as we run up into the Christmas period, but it's always good to just make sure we are recording all those bits and pieces. Now today I'm dressed as a pudding. Today is the official Christmas jumper day, which is why I put this on. But our official one, the official EBF Christmas jumper day, is of course next week. But today, companies are invited to get their staff wearing silly jumpers, and for each of the jumper wearers, or the silly top wearers, we'll call it, to pay £5 to save the children. That's what they normally do. So my suggestion is that we support that as a great idea, and just roll it forward a week. So next week, Christmas jumpers, if you want to take part, it's not enforced, but it would be a lovely thing to do if you can, if you want to bring a £5 and donate that, and we'll push that on to Save the Children. It's a brilliant cause. So Christmas outfit, next one for our Christmas meeting.
Thanks, Scott. I haven't realised he was a pudding. Right. Let's move things forward. Moving things forward.
Morning everybody. Right, okay. So we're going to fly through this bit and then we're going to try and do a little bit of a practical demonstration. So very quickly, first of all, who we are, what we do. So the small team, there's 12 of us. This is a few out of the photo. But basically we provide for our clients sales, provisioning, which is ordering and equipment, installation, going out onto site and actually doing the physical installation, support if anything goes wrong, we fix it, and an account. So we have different people in different roles for that. Very quickly going to run through the products and services we do. These are things to stand up and talk about every week, so you'll know most of these. Connectivity basically is internet services. Okay, so that's from 10 gig business lease lines, full fibre broadband, regular sort of regular office broadband. We can do wireless service, satellite delivery, microwave delivery, LTE like 3, 4, 5G services, all sorts of different types of internet connections. VoIP telephony, basically telephone systems. This is what we've been doing longest actually. This is where the business grew up, doing VoIP telephony. Very, very flexible. Can be used for any size business. We've got several of you here in this room use our services literally just for one phone, and that's fine. But we also look after companies, nationwide companies, branches all over the country, hundreds of extensions. So VoIP's really good because it can work for any size business in any location. So happy to talk to anybody about that. Cloud services is the newest part of our business, but the fastest growing part of our business. Is basically what generally refers to as IT services. Okay, so that's obviously the Microsoft licensing, security. It's more about security on IT than anything else now. Backing up your data, making sure you've got secure backups for your data. Obviously any remote support as well as break fix. Fixing things when they go wrong. Business mobiles, we can supply hardware if you want it. If you want Samsung phones, Apple phones, anything like that, we can do that. We can also supply SIM only, if you just want just SIM on its own. O2, Vodafone, EE3, agreements with all the major networks. Again, all of these services, one thing our clients do like, all of these services come together on one bill. Okay, so it makes it really easy. It's nice and simple. And of course you get a single point of contact for all of those services. So who do we work for? SME businesses across London, we said London, West End to South End, we say that kind of tongue in cheek, that's where most of our businesses are. but we do literally cover the whole of the UK. If it's in the client's interest, obviously, like we can go to Manchester and do a cabling job, but will be more expensive than someone who's based in Manchester doing the cabling job, right? But so we need to be sensible about it, but we do cover right across the country. Ideally, we look for businesses, and I know I support some of you guys here with smaller, with sole traders, but ideally we're looking for businesses with 5 people and upwards, okay? That's really what we're kind of looking for. Up to about 75 is ideal. When you get bigger than about 75, they start having in-house IT support and in-house, they'll employ someone rather than use us. Single and multi-site, any vertical market, so if a business that doesn't use phones or internet or IT services, then we're probably not for them, but other than that, pretty much us. The only thing we do say is we don't do residential, okay? It is a completely different market. Ben stands up and talks about his broadband and his mobiles. Okay, I stand up and talk about broadband and mobiles. Ben does the residential services, we do business services, that's the difference. Okay, so that's that whizzed through very quickly. Right, so we're going to have a little bit of a... Oh, no, I thought it was smoke. We do all this as well. That's what it's used. Simplicity, service, knowledge, trustworthy. One thing we really do try and do is keep this the simplicity. We try and keep things simple as much as possible, and mainly because I'm quite simple. But it's so many businesses get frustrated when people go in, when techie people go in and talk techie. So we're going to try not to do that. And kind of to do that, what we're going to do today is a little demonstration, a little quiz. Ooh, it's not an actual quiz. But do you know your WAN from your LAN? No. Right, well, it's a bit like knowing your arse from your elbow, so I'm still trying to make that. So do we know your WAN from your LAN? Right. Apply this to your house, okay? But exactly the same thing works for business, just on a bigger scale. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a little network. Okay? Now, obviously with the networks, you're going to see bits of cable chase around. Okay? Now, all the cables are different colours. Okay, but the colour is actually quite insignificant. The reason we use different colours, ideally, in a well-managed conference room, you've seen those big data cabinets with all the different coloured wires in it. The main reason they're different colours, ideally, in a well-managed conference room, is just to differentiate different services. So, for instance, all your telephone cables might be red. Okay, all your IT cables might be black, your CCTV cables might be green. Okay, just to help people manage what is what in those cabinets. But it rarely goes that way, as John will know, but ideally that's what we want to see in a well-managed conference room. They're generally still in use today is Cat5 and Cat6 cables. Okay, the difference between Cat5 and Cat6? One cat, that's it. I'll send this, I've just cut the ends off, okay. The black one is a Cat6 cable and the yellow one is Cat5 cable. The only thing you'll see as you look around, you'll see on the Cat6 the cables are twisted tighter. The internal pairs are twisted tighter. There's a couple of reasons for that. Again, which we won't go into the why, but the point is it delivers the signal faster. Okay, so this will give you, up to about 100 megabits, give you up to a gigabit. It can just get longer. Again, not going into that. If you have a little look, you'll just see that the black one, the twists on the cable are a bit quicker, a bit tighter. Which is going to make things our service is going to come through quicker, so we're going to get a gigabit speed on the Cat6 cable. So that's what we do now. So the first thing is building a network, which needs to connect to the internet. Right, now the internet comes in from outside, doesn't it? There we are. So we've got some internet. That's typical one of our installations. So the internet comes in, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to plug the internet into the router. Okay, now the router is the most important thing in your home or business network is your router. Okay, the router is the brains of the operation. Right, the router is what processes everything from your outside internet connection to everything that goes on inside your home or your business. Outside, we're going to call the wide area. Okay? Wide area. Wide area network.
WAN.
WAN. Got it? Everything that goes on outside our building is our WAN. Everything that goes on inside our building is local to our building, right? Within our own office, it's within our own home. Okay? So that's going to be our local area network, right? LAN. Brilliant. So we've got all these LAN devices, which we've got a telephone, got a wireless access point, got a few other bits and pieces, but obviously we've still got a router at the moment. Now, I can plug maybe 1 or 2 devices into this. Now, if you open your Wi-Fi on your phone, oh, you have to play along with this, right? So this isn't going to work because that's not actually. But let's use a little bit of imagination, okay? So you're going to open the Wi-Fi now, you're going to see that you've got EBF Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well there it is. I mean, you can connect to it if you want. It's not going to do anything. But obviously, I use the typical secure password, hello. But with 3 exclamation marks, because hello wasn't long enough. So, what we're going to do, so the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to connect a network switch. Okay? Now, network switches are nowhere near as clever as routers, okay, but they are pretty useful. Right now, a switch just runs like I think I describe it like the hub of a bicycle wheel. Okay? Everything connects into there. I'm going to connect my router to my switch. Alright? And now I'm taking all that clever stuff that the router does, and I'm now sharing that to my switch. We got that? Right. Now my switch is just like the hub of a bicycle wheel, right? It's sending all that information out down to every spoke. Okay? Every spoke being a wire. Right? So I've done that. Paul wants to use a telephone in his office, don't you, Paul? Yes. Okay? So we call the phone, we can plug it into our switch. Okay? Now all the way down there, you're far too far away to use this. I take my glasses off. No.
My glasses.
Oh, I've got them. You're getting the right one. There we are. Getting the right one. So you're too far away, so let's just pretend you're the other end of the building, okay? So we're going to plug you in here as well. Okay? And that's it. We've basically built ourselves a really nice little network now. Okay, so we've got a wide area network. Just bring the service in. Okay, it's going to come into our router. Our router does all the really clever brains. Okay, that gives every one of you an IP address. Okay, it manages the traffic. It makes sure that what needs priority gets priority, and then we can share that out via this blue cable, which is going to the switch, and that's going to allow us to have loads of devices. Okay, so in this case we've got a phone. You just turn around. Plug this thing in, it will melt, wouldn't it? Yeah. The good thing about these switches is that these will also deliver power out to these devices as well. Okay? So now, because we've got this switch which delivers power, you see this is lit up. Okay, so it doesn't need a separate power supply. My phone's now working, don't need to plug it in, the switch is giving it power. That goes for CCTV cameras, anything like that. So all of this is your LAN network. Everything that goes on outside is your WAN network. And the point is, to have a really good network, you need to have both parts working. Okay, say for instance, JCB comes along, takes our internet connection and cuts it off. We've got alright? Someone's dug up our cable. If you look on your phone, you're still going to see that you've got the EBF network. Right? Still going to connect to it. Still going to say, oh, I've got a really good Wi-Fi signal. It doesn't matter. All your Wi-Fi is your LAN. It's telling you your device, your phone, is connecting to these wireless devices. Okay, this router has been dug up down the road somewhere, or someone's driven into the green cabinet at the end of your street. So that's what we quite often see is people saying, well, Wi-Fi is working fine, but I haven't got an internet connection, or vice versa. Yeah? So there's 2 parts to every network, your LAN network and your WAN network. But both of them need to be working in the best daily print So don't, you'll have problems. And that's, I'm probably well out of time, I should imagine. I'm even very entertaining. Yeah. I've lost my finger, I don't know what I've done with it.
It's there.
Where?
There.
There we are. And that was it. Yeah, crammed through that, but anyway. There you go.
Stuart, that was brilliant. Thank you very much. We have got time for a few more questions.
Sorry.
Are all routers created equal?
No, massively not. And the router is the most important part. I'm just talking about your home. The router is the most important part of your network. And if you, I say this with great respect to any domestic provider, they will give you a free router, okay, with BT, Sky, whoever. It's not going to be great, okay? It'll be very, very basic. If you buy a decent Tradetech router, for example, something like that's going to cost you about 250 quid, okay? But it makes a massive difference. It will be the biggest upgrade you can do to your home network. Don't forget, when one provider says we can offer you better speeds than the other, that's 99% absolute rubbish, okay? Because we're all using the same cable from OpenReach down the road, okay? It's like buying gas from a different place. You change your gas supply, you're not getting different gas. You're getting the same gas down different pipes, getting billed by someone else. And that's the same. So if you're fed up with talk and think, oh, we're going to move to Sky, probably not going to make that much difference. Changing your router will be the best thing you can do.
You can, if you with Sky, you could.
Yeah, so you buy any router, you'll need to get your login credentials, different from your Wi-Fi password, but they will give you that, and you will need to put that information into the router, and then you'll be able to use it.
Just one thing, make sure you reset the password from default, because I'm about to change the Wi-Fi name on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's obviously.
It's now called I am a default password.
What is the best one? Because I totally agree with what you just said, just about the same speed thing, but what is actually, if my customers, for example, say, what is the best router? What is the best one that you would recommend?
Okay, so we use Tradetech as default. Tradetech, which are very good. The other thing I would look at but they're very business grade, okay? So they might be more than most people need. I think TP-Link are a good high-end, they're a decent end residential sort of thing. So TP-Link do a lot of good kit.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Well done. We will move straight on to the referrals and testimonials round. As usual, if we start with the north floor and work round. Paul.
Welcome to our visitor. Enjoyed it. Thank you, Joan. Fun as usual. Really good. Thank you. Been looking after telecoms for what? Always an excellent service. And the good thing is, rather than going to someone like BT, if the connection goes down, you can be on the phone to BT for ages, not knowing where to call, etc. With Stuart, you just email them and ring them up, and they pretty much tell you straight away or in a few minutes. So thank you for that. Thank you, mates. John Hammond, a couple of ex-members, just done a Google review for Paul.
Thank you.
Nothing from me other than I was fabulous.
Fabulous. Lovely to see you. Hope to see you all again. I have a one for tomorrow. I will see you all again. I'm not going to. And also, I spoke to you briefly, Scott, the aviation licensing company. Did you notice there's a company out there that lease big jumbo jets to the big commercial? They don't actually own them, and there's a company that leases them. Oh, that's a niche service, isn't it?
Get them on.
Thanks for the 10 minutes, Stuart.
I must admit, I can't wait to use your services. I think I've still got 5 years left of my contract, which I hate. There's good signs though, I might be able to get out of it. Great, it's like, thanks, Jane. Welcome to Danny as well. Hopefully see you again. I have a referral to Jane. Thank you.
It's excellent 10 minutes there, Stuart. Stuart looks after our massive one VoIP phone system for us, which is brilliant. Jane, you had some excellent feedback from the customers we sent the brand so that was great.
Thank you.
Stuart, I've got a thank you for the money to you.
Thank you very much.
One for Paul, some money, and one to Josh as well, which you obviously got here today. And I've got a referral from Paul as well, which we'll do with Lee.
Yeah, thanks very much, Danny, for making you come along and that bit of an effort. We'd like to see you again. Good. Jane, sorry, I thought it was next week, but anyway. Stuart he mentioned his smallest customers. We probably are the smallest customers he's got, but his staff are fantastic. If I have a problem, they just deal with it. They're amazing, your staff. So your credit to you, not just your company, mate, but your staff. They're really, really good.
Thank you very much.
Had a good one-to-one with Sarah and Aidan. It was really good, wasn't it? So it went on a bit, but it was really good. It's Aidan's fault. And Scott, I think that scheme thing, I need that, do I? And
Yeah, it's going to mean everything I do.
It's
a new project for you.
Sorry.
Scott.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. We haven't done any referrals or anything like that, but I'll definitely speak to Scott in the new year about possibly joining up. Yeah, enjoyed the meeting. Sausage sandwich was great.
Nice to see you all. Lovely bingo slot. I think we should make that a regular thing. And really interesting. And I really like the creative use of the demo, actually. It was really fun. So well done. I liked it. Welcome, Danny. Had a really great chat, really interesting. Hopefully we can connect again. And I've got one for Terry and one for Aidan, who was the number one to go with a lovely cup of tea at Aidan's house. Yes,
Sorry, I'll
and have a lovely week, everyone. I'll see you soon.
Fantastic. I've got 60 seconds though. Really, it was just really high up. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great 10 minutes, really interesting and great David Brent impression. The fact that you managed to do it for a whole 10 minutes was incredible. I thought one referral. That's right. I'll drop you a line about it. Thanks. So, brilliant meeting as well. Thank you.
Yeah, great meeting, great insight, Dan. I got around. Great 10 minutes. So we worked a few times with me now. It's been waiting for. Yeah, great meeting. Till next week. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, as everyone said, excellent, normal high standards as well as cheers for that. My testimonial for Paul Services went on last night, just to help fight those controls. 2 thank you for the monies for ex-members, and 1 real one for that.
Yeah, I'll produce a cup of tea. Well done, Sarah. We've got so many of these that you can do a separate one for each of us. However, I haven't. I might bring the party. We had a very good, a useful one. Very good, Stuart. As I reiterate, I confirm what Terry says. We're probably your smallest customer, but your service is excellent. I get my mobile through you as well. And yeah, highly recommend. You're highly recommendable. Thank you.
Great to meet you, Danny. Thank you very much for coming along. Look forward to get to know you a bit more. Well done to Jane. Bingo straight off the plane. Very good. Yeah, well done. It's not very different. And Stuart, that was brilliant actually as well, because it gives me a couple of tips as well for what routers to maybe recommend if people want better ones to as well. But no, that was that. I loved it. Yeah. WAN for your LAN. there as well. So I've got a little referral there for Dave. It's some lights changing as well. It's kind of new plug. And thank you to everyone, especially like James from Canada as well, and Sarah, is that James from Canada. Sound like a blind date. No, checking in on me last week when I was having all my blood sucked out. So yeah, that was most appreciated.
That's all.
Yes. I'll see you next week for fun Christmas.
Sounds a bit more Halloween for us.
Yeah. We came out that on the machine
Yeah, I
and
did.
went
I
back
googled
in.
what that was. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, neither have I.
No, great. I love a bit of bingo, Jane, and I understood that. I'm a real Luddite, and that actually makes sense. So that is no mean feat, Stuart. Well done. I haven't got anything else to go, but have a lovely week, everyone.
Hi everyone. I want to thank you both for doing this. To be fair, I didn't predict between van and land, but it keeps me good. Like bam bam, thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
Next time.
But it's good to be back, and yeah, I missed you guys.
That's obvious, Stuart. I particularly like the chaos and danger of doing a live presentation surrounded by wires in every direction. I think at any minute now something's going to go. And to follow up to your renting 747s, I found out recently that Rolls-Royce that provide the engines don't actually give you the engine or sell the engines. They rent them to airlines as well. So, and I think, well, if you've got 2 minutes afterwards, we'll have a quick chat, and that's it. Thank you. See you all next week.
Yeah, great to meet you, Danny. Hope you enjoy, and we should have some discussions and have one-to-one, sit down, talk. Fantastic techniques. We found out this week our landlord paid for fibre to be installed to the box.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's never been done. It's never been done.
Oh.
And he thought we got it.
Oh.
So they're trying to sort that out now. So hopefully we'll have some more done. What else was done? Oh yeah, going on from Toby's man management thing and time and that, on for Catherine. To have a look at our AI thing, because I haven't got time to do it. There's no way I can
So
do it.
ironic to be doing some AI stuff that Blake's involved in.
I mean, I could get AI to write it for me, but then you're replacing someone's job.
And it's not developed yet.
No, it's not. You do need humans to do it.
That's sitting down.
Excellent meeting. Good to meet you, Danny. Good to see you again in the new year. Jane, love that. Love a bit of bingo. And Stuart, yeah, I love the practical demonstration. I keep meeting people that know you and surprisingly like you as well. No, you've got a very good reputation around. What have I got here? I haven't got my glasses on. Oh, Blake, yes. Yeah, Blake talked about new AI. He's a friend of mine, a guy that I've known since he was a teenager. Launched an AI the other day.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah, be happy to have a chat with you. And I've got a couple of thank you for the monies. One ex-member, Joshua, who says hello to everybody. Also, Mike Hickson says hello to everybody. Remember Mike? And also, thank you for the money for HMRC, which is actually via Sarah Steele. I mentioned a few months ago that I'm now officially an employee of NatWest, and they keep, every time they pay me money, they take this thing called tax off, but they sent it all back to me yesterday, which is a very nice lesson to get. So, yeah, that's it.
Welcome, Danny. Hope to see you again. Thanks for the bingo. That was fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. And really interesting presentation. Now I know what a wine on the land is. I feel totally educated. But thank you anyway. And see you all next week.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that was really interesting, and we've kind of talked about routers and all of that in the past because I've struggled a lot with it, and you helped me out, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, great fun as ever. I'm not going to be here next week. Sharon's going to come in my stead. She was supposed to be here this week, but she's not 100%, so I said I would forego the party time next week. So you've got her. So this is a Merry Christmas from me. I haven't done any slips because Sharon likes doing those, and Sally's not here at my referrals to Sally, so I thought I might as well save that for her next week. But yeah, I went to a networking thing this week and they wanted ideas for events, and I was like, oh, I know someone. So yeah, hopefully she gets some masterclasses out of that. So yeah, and obviously Matt, we're sort of speaking, but again, I'll let Sharon do that next week. Then she's got 2 months to do that. But yeah, so lovely meeting, brilliant year, and yeah, I'll see you all for my presentation in January.
Yay. Well, that was bloody marvellous and worth flying back from. I love that, Stuart. I think you did one years ago, which also involved windows and things going out, but it really helps again the Luddites. I have no clue, and I enjoyed that very much. I don't get why the twistiness affects the speed, but that's another matter. Thank you. I don't need to know, just trust in the spirit. Corey, lovely to see you again, my lovely. Danny, very nice to meet you today. See you over a sausage sandwich in the new year, fantastic. And Dave, I may be contacting you. Yes, whilst I was away, Roger did something to the electrics, and now we're going by candlelight. Downstairs, it's so romantic. Except the hydraulics and the machines don't work by candlelight anyway. So Roger's saying I'll fix it, but apparently it's been 4 days of so anyway, we may be in touch. Thank you, everybody.
Stuart, no, sit down.
I was thinking that. I look at
The winner is Rob.
Oh,
Can I say something? You can, yeah. Next week is our Christmas celebration. I forgot to mention in my meeting secretary's bits that, of course, it's a reminder for our secret Santa. So it's to bring a gift, approximately £10–15 wrapped. It's not specifically for any particular person, but a generic gift. We said last week, not bottle shaped.
I like taking home.
Worst case scenario, yeah. If that means you can't do it. Make an effort to be.
You got a week, go on Amazon.
You know what, this might take the bomb for 15 minutes.
You've got to shape to this, like, brute or,
Brute! Yeah, Stuart, maybe a real from you, please.
Yeah.
I didn't mention when I went around, just to mention, Jane, thank you very much for the bingo, because it involves effort, it involved time, and it was also quite a useful educational tool, so I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. That's done for you. The sun is shining. Before I send you on your way, invite inquiries, any announcements or anything like that from anybody. But may I kick it on with before I ask Jane to go? The Christmas party is next Friday, the 19th. Can you remind us what time it starts?
7:30. 7:30, 6 p.m. at Camden's if you go golf. Yeah.
I will simply mention that I will be travelling there by taxi. I'll be happy to link up with people if they want to deal with to link up over getting there who are in my area. I'm based in Chelmsford. There you are.
There you go, we're all about to say exactly the same, so we'll talk to you about it.
So let's organise something. Yes, that's right. Okay. I throw it open, Jane.
Just to say, these are available to purchase if you wish today, right now. They last 3 weeks in your fridge and 3 months in your freezer.
That's 3 days.
Any announcements to make?
Oh, impressive.
If you know these glasses, I'll need a thing. Right, now, for any of those thinking of not coming next week, because it's already started, then bring your own paper planes. And I will. I will send you all on your way with a nice sunny day. Have a great week. Look forward to seeing you all next week. See you later.